Hey there, welcome to another episode of Buck Talk. What I've got for you today is a question about buying a house in Southern California versus renting. But first, I may be a financial advisor, but I'm not your financial advisor. This is for entertainment, not advice. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at the question. All right, so buying a house, I don't know why we put house in quotes here, maybe also means a condo, in SoCal doesn't make sense. This person would like to move back to LA/Orange counties. That's where they grew up. For work and personal needs, they need to live reasonably close to an airport. This person makes about 150K a year, plus a little more if you count some investing benefits. I don't know exactly what that means, but let's assume it's like a 401k or stock options or I don't know, doesn't matter. Some kind of stock purchase plan. Single, no kids, wants a second bedroom for an office. Can rent a fairly nice two-bedroom for less than 2,500 a month. Meanwhile, a comparable condo would be at least 600K. A single family home seems to be 850K at the lowest. It checks out. By your calculations, including an HOA, payments might be 3,500 to 4,500 for a condo. Single family home would be 8,000 plus. Okay. Buying makes sense when the mortgage is less than rent you're paying for. Well, that's not the only time it makes sense, but that's a good point. Are you missing something? Is buying in SoCal really just for families and retirees and single people should just rent? I mean, yeah, it's hard to buy as a single person in a really expensive market, that's for sure. But let's take a look at the spreadsheet and sort of figure out why those numbers are what those numbers are. Okay, so jump into this little spreadsheet here. So you said 2,500 bucks a month for rent. So on an annualized basis, that'd be 30,000 bucks. Then if you were looking at owning that same type of property, you'd want to factor in the fact that there might be turnover, there'd be costs, like you have to pay for maintenance, upkeep, maybe even a property management company. That might be 10 to 20%, maybe a little more, a little less. If you rent yourself, it might be less. If you totally outsource everything, like you're running Airbnb, it might be more. But so the income, the net operating income might be something like 25 grand from this place. And then the question is, okay, what are the cap rates in the area? A cap rate just means if you know this number, the 25,000, then I made this a little bigger for you. Then what is the price? What would you pay for it? And cap rates on residential real estate in California are really low. Are they coming up because of interest rates going up? Yeah, it seems like it, but they've been as low as like 2.5, 3.5%. So if we assume we're talking about an area with 3.5 cap rates, the implied cost, so just taking the amount of money you can expect to make and dividing it by the cap rate, gives you a price of about 725,000 bucks. And that's exactly what you're seeing. So that is about what the prices are. Now I'll pause for a second and put some of the mortgage numbers in here. All right, so I put some house numbers in here. You said 850, but I jumped it all the way up to a million. And if you're putting 20% down on that, so you had an $800,000 mortgage, mortgage rate, let's say 6.5%. I don't know if they're more like 6.25, 6.75 right now, but let's call it 6.5. That would give you a payment of about 5,000 bucks a month. And then your property taxes and insurance might be another thousand. And then you said HOA in the ballpark of 400. So I'm getting 63, 6,400. Not the, I think you said 8,000. Let me just double check that. Yeah, you said 8,000. I'm not sure how you're getting there. But yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. And is that affordable on 150K? Maybe not, you know? Maybe not. But yeah, it's good to look at the numbers. It's good to understand. I think you're actually doing a good job picking a comparable condo. Saying 600K versus 2,500 a month. those are about the right things to be looking at. And if you feel like you don't want to buy at that price, then yeah, renting's a good deal. That's the other way of looking at houses being unaffordable in an area to buy, is that renting is a relatively good deal in that area, right? A lot of people want to live in Southern California. So good luck.